Bacchanal In De Balisier, an editorial in the Sunshine today. We want no Indian mayor for Arima. The Rum Posse held another one of its end-of-week rendezvous, this time by Alfred. It was another long weekend, giving Alfred enough time to prepare for his guests. He has so much time that he almost overdid it. On the menu was baked pork, fried chicken, curry de goudi, stew wild hog, Tobago flying fish broth, saffron rice, macaroni salad, and a medley of ground provision. In the bar were the usual drinks they were accustomed to imbibing: premium whiskey, premium brandy, Campari, Punchin white oak rum, Tito's vodka, the chasers to go with the alcohol, and of course spears. As is the norm now for Alfred, there was also some bush rum, babash, for those so inclined. All the posse members were present: Big Bottom Beverly and her younger sister, Shirley, Barman, Baki, Ramesh, Roshan, Sunil, and Anand and his wife, Rihanna. The posse members did not spend too much time on deciding which topic to discuss, since most of them were Christians, and the crucifixion of Jesus Christ on Good Friday and his resurrection on Easter Sunday added to the solemnity of the occasion. Many of the posse members compared the demise of the PNM with Christ's death on Good Friday, and they all wondered if the PNM can ever be resurrected, not in 3 days, but in 3 years in time for the 2030 general election. A few of the posse members remarked that some empires fell through invasions while others collapsed under their own weight, and they wondered if the latter is not what is happening with the PNM Empire, the nation's oldest political party. Regardless of the ills the PNM was going through at the moment, one thing was quite clear to the posse members, and that is that currently there is Bacchanal In De Balisier, the PNM's chosen party emblem. The 70-year-old organization was dying from self-inflicted wounds. Former PNM Secretary Ashton Ford. Big Bottom Beverly, Alfie boy, is really a nice weekend for this meeting. Imagine 4 long days for we to party, and 1 odd dem days is by you. So, on behalf of the posse members as well as on my own behalf, thank you for having us at your home today. Your pot's smelling nice, so I hope that we finished the old talk early, giving us enough time to do some serious damage to your food and beverages. Alfred, Bev my girl, thanks for the kind sentiments. But you are well assured that I think Alia could do enough justice for all this food and drink it have here. Because I will say it have much more where dem things come from. Don't even try and test me. Big Bottom Beverly, Alfie, we wouldn't even bother to try. So anyway, what Alia think about the PNM party and a way it seemed to be self-destructing? Barman, Bev, I in shock. Imagine this PNM party is 70 years old, the first and oldest political party in this country, and the current set of leaders and top guns behaving as if they was only formed yesterday. If Eric Williams or even Georgie Chambers was alive today, no way I feel what happening now would all be taking place. I exposing my age here, but I remember clear as day when Williams once tell he members, when I talk no damn dog bark. He even calls some he ministers millstones, and from my understanding, not one of them had a word to say. Minister in the Ministry of Housing Philip Alexander left, and Arima Mayor Balaram Maharaj. Sunil. Well, Sunil, both are we old like the hills then. I remember one time a big boy PNM, Dr. Elton Richardson, went to have lunch with a big boy DLP member at a Chinese restaurant on St. Vincent Street in town. Williams only hear about it. He see it with he own 2 eye, and he dismissed a doctor from the PNM one time. It wasn't easy in dem days. Ramesh, easy or not, Sunil, times have changed. I feel the real reason for this brouhaha over the Arima mayor is because Ashford and he anti-penny big pappies and Demdo want no Indian mayor for Arima ever again. I hear they say that they had Eden Rahim, a jeweler by profession, who was the very first mayor of Arima of East Indian descent. That was from 1969-1972. They say he wasn't good at all. Today, more than 50 years later, is 50 years. They comparing Bali with Rahim, saying he worse than Rahim. I say it look like is all about race. Roshan, Ford and Dem on foolishness. Who was a worse mayor of Arima than Eustace Nancy's? Nancy's who have Arima door center. He is Indian? Stew-ups. He couldn't even string 2 words together to make a proper sentence even if they did double his salary. He didn't understand how a borough is run, and under him Arima went to the dogs. What made me laugh, however, is when, in spite of, to put it nicely, his shortcomings, Raleigh make him chairman of NLCB and even a director on the board of the Heritage Company. Tell me about cronyism. Rihanna. All this old talk about Arima and Mayor Balar Maharaj is just one big joke, yes. Talk on the ground is that Bali just read a book that nobody ever read and that he give Apisa money to Raleigh to help him build Bali's house. In return, Raleigh appointed him mayor of Arima. If what people say is true, if I was Bali, I would take back the piece of Bali's house my money helped build. Baki. What is even more laughable is the fact that the Arima borough have not one thing right now that Bali, or any Arimian for that matter, could be proud of. Arima is the oldest borough in the country, is more than 136 years old, is the only borough with a royal charter from the then governor of Trinidad, Sir William Robinson. The charter was issued by Queen Victoria in 1888, and more than that, it is the second largest borough in the country. Yet it is the most oppressed. Why Ashton and he clique try to improve the image of the Arima borough and leave out all this Balize and fighting. Anand, what is even worse, Baki, is that the Arima borough, a PNM stronghold, even have a town hall like Chiguanas, a UNC stronghold, and Arima has been a PNM stronghold since 1956. Right now, they begging for lodging behind extra foods. The municipal police in Arima even have no real office. And as for that thing they call a market, that is a major eyesore in the heart of the borough. Why Ford and dem SC bout dem things and leave Bali alone to buy up all the property in Arima and to build the biggest mall right they self. Alfred, I think Ashton Ford, like a true Canadian, should go and join he family in Canada and leave the PNM, Penny and Bali alone. In fact, he should let Camille and Stuart Young and dem fight their own battles. While all that going on, Alia could come and battle with what I have on offer here, please. Until next week.